calculator on your desk. And I want, as silly as you think it is, I want you to be typing in with me. But we're not typing in first. First, we are going to figure out which equation we're going to use. Now, on the quiz, you knew it was either FD or PB. I told you that. But on your test, you are going to focus in on, I'm looking at this first quiz question, I'm looking at the words, they deposited $25 every week. You don't have to write the problem down, you can keep on. I really want you to focus in. You're depositing $25 every week for the purpose of saving for college. So we're doing it every week, and we're doing it for a future purpose. So which formula is this? FV. This is FV. Okay, now as hard as it is for me to read this, some of you didn't even have the formula right. You're copying it right off your note card. So look at your note card, make sure that's what it says. There will be no partial credit on the test for the wrong formula. Make sure you got it right on your card. Now, we got to start plugging stuff in from the problem. So, tell me what I know. What do I know? I know the amount of the payment is $25, and where does that go into the equation? That's all. This is the amount of the payment. So 25 goes right here. Now what's little r? That's your interest rate, which in this problem is 2.5%. So 2.5% will go in as 0.025. Divided by, what's n? Nope.
Can you read the question?
Nope. How often is she making the payment?
7 days. Every 7.
Okay, every week. How many weeks are there in a year? 52. N is 52. N in this formula and the compound interest formula, N is the number of times a year you're doing it. Now, I've said that before many times. It's time for you to remember it now. N is the number of times a year we're doing it. If we're doing it weekly, that's 52 times a year. See that N right there? It's the same as that N right there. So this is going to have a 52 times, what's T? 18, because we want to do this for 18 years. When you use any formula, if the same letter appears in the formula, it represents the same thing. You can't put 52 in for this end and something else in for this end. If that's 52, that's 52. These match. These match. All right, what's 52 times 18? Let's get that.
936.
936. So this exponent is 936 because it's 52 times 18. Right? Now, I don't care how you type this in. You've got to end up with my answer. I don't care how many steps it takes you. I don't care how much you write down. None of that matters. What matters is we get the same answer. So, I'm going to go ahead and type in my denominator, 0.025 divided by 52. And that comes out, and this is going to scare some of you because it comes out as a scientific, on my calculator anyway, it came out in scientific notation. And what some of you will do is ignore the e to the -4 thing on the end. That means this number is 0.004807693. That's what that means.
I only had 2 those at the start.
Oh.
It didn't give me the scientific notation.
Oh, it gave you this number?
Yeah, but except there's 2 of those at the beginning. I'm not
Yeah, you need to type in 0.025 divided by 52. 0.025 divided by 52.
But I had one that gives me that. Got it.
Okay, so again, you got to pay attention. If you're going to write all this stuff down, which some of you like to do, and I'm fine with it, but you got to write it down correctly. So now I'm going to type in my numerator, which I am able to do all in one fell swoop, just this part right here. So I'm going to type parentheses 1 plus 0.025 divided by 52, close the parentheses, raise to the 936th power, and subtract 1 and hit equals. So I got 0.568, 1425999. So now I need to take that number that's right there on my calculator. I'm just going to hit divided by, and then I'm going to put all that back in, 0.0004 807 6923. And now I got a number that I need to take times 25. So the answer should be $29,543.41. That is the answer everybody is going to get. No matter how many steps you take to type it in, no matter how many steps you write down, this is the number you want to get. Okay? Now, in a little bit, I'm going to hand your quizzes back. Some of you had this problem. So part of your task on your own time today, between classes or resource or something, you're going to redo your quiz problem and get this answer. All right? Let's look at the next one. The next one, again, I told you that these were all going to be FBs or PBs. So, you knew that. But on your test, this problem will just be mixed in with all the other ones. So Macy borrowed $500 for a new car. The interest rate is 4.8. How much will her monthly payment be if she wants to pay for the car in 5 years? So Macy borrowed money for a car. She's going to make payments to pay off the loan. What formula is she going to use? PV. Why is she using PV? Because she's paying off a loan. She's making payments to pay something off. Unlike the problem we just did, where Ria's parents were making payments, but they were making payments to save for the future. She is paying something off. So she's using PV. formula. All right, what do I know this time? What can I plug in? The amount of the loan, the present value of the loan is $4,500, so that goes in there. Do I know the amount of the payment? This is the amount of the payment. Do I know it? No, that's what I'm actually going to be looking for. I do know my interest rate. My interest rate is 0.048. How many times am I making a payment? 12 monthly payments. N is 12. So my exponent is going to be negative 12 times how many years? 5. So it's going to be negative 60. All right, so take a look at that. Do we understand where all those numbers came from? All in the right spots? I'm going to go ahead and do my denominator. Get that taken care of.
Ow.
What is that?
0.004.
Should be nice number, 0.004.
I do not. I'm sorry.
For the denominator. Now, I can type this numerator in exactly as it is, as long as I type it exactly as it is. So 1 minus parentheses, 1 plus 0.048 divided by 12, close parentheses, raised to the negative 60th. And I got a decimal, 0.2 something. But I'm not even going to write that down because I need to just take that number right there and divide it by 0.004. And now I have the value of this, which is 53. You should have 53. Now, is 53 the answer?
No.
No. This is the answer, right? So to get that, we have to take 4,500 and divide it by 53. Now, you can write down the 53 number, write down that whole big number if you want. I'm not going to. I'm going to do 4,500 divided by second answer. And the amount of her payments, $84.51. So write that down. And if this is your quiz, when I turn them back, at some point you're going to redo the quiz and get $84.51.
Second answer.
All right, one more.
I'm going to bed early tonight.
Okay, here we go.
I got speech school tomorrow.
Again, I told you which two formulas you're going to be choosing from for the quiz. On the test, how will you know this problem? How will you pick a formula for this problem? What are your clues in here? Monthly payments. The minute it says payments, you know it's either FD or PV, right? And then we know it's FD if we're making payments for the future. We know it's PV if we are making payments to pay off a loan. So what's he doing? paying off a loan. This is another PV problem. Right? Okay, so we're writing it down on our paper, and we're gonna fill in the numbers from this problem into the same formula we just used. So what do we know?
Thank you.
We know PV is 215,000, was that what it
Yeah.
was? Yep.
Hit R.
We don't know R again, we're looking for the amount of the payment. We know the interest rate is 0.036. What's N? Why is that 12? It is 12. Why is it 12? Monthly. N is the number of times a year you're doing it. So monthly means 12. Your exponent, how many years is the loan for? 30. So your exponent is going to be negative 12 times 30. Negative 360. All right, so take a look at that. Everybody got all the numbers in the right places? One more time. I don't care how you type this in. I'm going to type in the denominator. And I get 0.003. Then I'm going to type in my numerator exactly the way I wrote it with the parentheses and everything. So 1 minus parentheses, 1 plus 0.036 divided by 12, close the parentheses, raised to the negative 360th. Is anybody typing in the numerator? Did you get 0.65?
Yes.
Okay, now you can write that down. I don't care. You don't need to though, because what you need to do with this number, this point, you need to divide it. So I'm just going to hit divided by 0.003. And now I have the value of the bracket, which is 219. Okay, so the bracket is 219. Now what do I need to do to get R?
Divide.
I need to take 215,000 and divide it by that 219 number. And these monthly payments are $977.49. Now, I really, really strongly urge you, when I hand back your quizzes here in 2 seconds, put it somewhere where you can get it out later in the day and try your problem again. You know what the answers are now. We just did all 3 quizzes. You know what the answers are. You need to be able to get that answer on your own. Okay? All right. So, now, let's get our practice test number 2. We'll get as far as we can.
Wow.